Yeshua HaMashiach. Yeshua HaMashiach. Yeshua HaMashiach. Lion of Judah, we worship you. Yeshua HaMashiach, Lion of Judah, we worship you. Greetings, 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 greetings. Greetings, my brothers. Greetings, my sisters. You know what? I'm trying to make it comfortable for you, for me. But I'm also praying to God that He will help me articulate, speak to my fellow brothers and sisters so that I can express myself. Because, you know, I want to be real and be myself with you all, right? So it's almost Christmas. Next week is Christmas. So I made a choice to, I don't know how my mom puts this beret. So berets, back in the day, I know they say it's a French thing, right? But you'll be surprised, during apartheid, like black women, well, I'm talking from like personal experience, black folk in Africa, especially, well, South Africa, seeing that I grew up here, the woman used to wear a lot of berets, and my mom wore a lot of berets. But it's just a way, it's like almost a spiritual thing, that when they put it on, it just looks like really, they look like queens, and it doesn't look like a fashion statement. So I don't know how I'm rocking this beret, but it's on my head. I don't know. Maybe like this. So people are like this. Or maybe I must rock it like this. Maybe I must rock it like this. I know, I'll rock it like this. Oh. Okay, no. Mommy, how do you wear this thing? My mom isn't here. But how did you wear it? Zip. 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 Anyway. So, what I was trying to say is, you know, when somebody has discovered light and peace, and they have discovered an unconditional love, and they have witnessed and experienced a love that is so amazing, so beautiful. And that love happens to be Yeshua, Jesus Christ. Okay, I made a decision to spend quality time with God because I wanted to be in His presence. And the reason why I wanted to be in His presence, you know, sometimes I think that I'm so different, that I know people find me intriguing, right? But then I think that being so different has its highs and lows, right? Like we now, can I just be real with you, okay? It is now, I don't celebrate Christmas. I did, but I don't now. Talk about it another day. So my family has gone on holiday, okay, and I decided to rather spend quiet time with no distractions, switch my phone off, switch the internet off, right, and just shut down and read the Bible. And it happened to be that the Holy Spirit led me to the book of Luke. Now, I've said this many times before. Okay, first let me just get to this whole thing of we are all made in the image of God, but He has made us so different. So I'm just one of those people that really live my authentic self, that I'm extremely real. There's no grays about me. I cannot be fake, even if I tried. So, back in the day, and it's got nothing to do with growth or getting older, it's got to do with my spirituality. Everything has to do with my spirituality, right? Back in the day, this time, I would have booked a holiday for my family or wherever. I know I would have gone somewhere and just enjoyed, family time, holiday time. But I've decided to balance it out and just have like maybe 2 or 3 days or even a day of just quiet time, not distracted, and spend time with God, the God of Moses, the God of Abraham, the God of David, the God of happiness that you see speaking before you. And people would, and someone said to me, it's like, aren't you afraid of FOMO? And I'm like, what's FOMO? What is that? It's like, no, FOMO, hey, look, I'm old school like that, right? So I'm like, what does FOMO mean? She's like, no, fear of missing out. Right? Yesterday was beautiful but difficult because I also chose to eat properly, because you need to balance it out in order for you to feed your spirit man. You cannot feed your flesh with junk, and that's what I've been doing this last month, where I just fed my body with horrible foods. And for someone that struggles with their mental stability, right? Someone that's an emotional creature like I am, I need to make sure that my diet, the kind of food that I eat, balances out so that it can be in alignment with my my spiritual walk. It just helps me to concentrate better, to be in the spirit better, because what I'm doing is I'm killing the flesh and I'm feeding the spirit man. Why would I do this to myself? Why would I not want to go out there and not rock my bikini, but rock my swimming costume at the beach side with a glass of something, even though I don't drink, but a glass of, what do you call these cocktails that don't have alcohol or whatever, just to be in the mood and the fun of this world. Why, happy in your right mind, would you choose not to go with your family, right? And rather be in a quiet house, not watching TV, not having your phone on because you've got your sisters or some peeps out there. They're like, yo, happy, where you at? Let's go have a picnic. Let's go watch a movie. Not doing bad things, just doing the right thing. Why would I choose to rather be in a quiet space and just read the Bible and pray and spend time with God? That is because I got the revelation. Oh, this beret is hot. Oof. And it's very hot up in those joints. But I always feel as women, if we're going to speak about God, I don't know, it's my thing. Again, it's my thing, not yours. If you want to make it your thing, then good for you. But I feel in my spirit that if I'm going to glorify God and speak of God and who He is in my life, I always feel that's another thing about being an African woman, black woman. Guys, I'm not hitting this power to the people or it's all about black and whatever. I have come to that stage in my life where cultures and tribes are different, right? But it's beautiful to have one culture, different tribes. It's unique. My mother is Zimbabwean, she's Shona. My father is Pedi. They have different cultures, right? The tribes are different. But if you use that into the things of God, you feel me, you dig, it becomes beautiful. It becomes beautiful. I'm going to be honest with you. If I worship God, I like to hit the drum. That's another revelation that I'm getting, right? Even though I can't play the drum. It's just there's something, because I've said this before, that my grandfather was a healer. But being a healer, I meant he was a healer, African doctor. So they tapped into praying to ancestors and so forth. So bottom line is that I have that in my lineage. It's in my blood. I feel that my calling, I'm supposed to be a healer. Now what we tend to do, are you recording? I hope you're recording. What we tend to do, which I've said before, is that we lose the plot. We don't get it. As long as we're going to try and use our gifts and our powers for the wrong reasons and not align them with the word of God, then you're doing that calling on your own. Is you happy? You need to, one of this thing, this needs to be a muscle here. You check, that needs to be a muscle. It's all the nonsense you were eating, man. Come on, you used to have swag in your arms. What's cooking? What's happening? Gotta get the swag back, if you know what I mean. Anyway, don't mind me, but love me and pray for me. This video is not to harm anybody. This video is not for you to say, because a happy son need young. Because a happy. No, this video is for you to understand that no matter what we do in our own power, we're always going to fall. But if we come to God and say, God, who are you that you are so mindful of me? Guys, the life that I live is beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm married to such an amazing man. Words cannot describe, which I don't deserve it, because back in the day, whatever. Don't even know why I tapped into that. I'm just being real with y'all. That don't think that God only looks, you need to understand who God showed His love to. People that were not qualified in other people's eyes, people that people judged. God went for those people and delivered them from the hands of Satan. Delivered them from that. You see? I'm sorry, this thing is hot. Whew. Let's put it like this. Let's put it this way. It's really hot and I want to have it on my head. Okay, let's do it like this. I'll have it at the back of my head. How about that? I'll have it at the front of my head. Anyway, I'm wasting time. Who cares how I'm rocking this thing? Anyway, so what was I talking about? Let's get back to the point. Point. Yes, about who God chooses to love. Now, when I was living the worldly life, it was chaotic. It was fun in the flesh, in the human flesh. I thought I was the ish. Not knowing that once you're a child of God, and once you live in that life of yours to be selfish and feeding your own power, your own selfish desires, you're not going to win. You're not going to come far. So many years ago, all this time, God has been sending his angels in my life, protecting me, taking care of me when I was living that life, that fast life. He had his angels always there. Go. But God, you see, but now, no, you're always sending us to look after Happy, to protect Happy all the time. That's what God is doing in your life and you don't even know it. The fact that you made it alive this morning, you think, it's my power. There when you're in the club and you're getting down. There when you are swearing like there's no tomorrow. There when you are angry. God is saying, angels, go do your job. The angels are so mad. They're like, you know what, God? Always, what is so special about this human being? What is so special about Happy? What is so special about you that's watching at me now? You think you're not special. Let me tell you something. God thinks you're special. Trust me. Ask me. I know. And trust. I know. Because whenever I go back to my life and I reminisce and I'm like, yo, God, yes, I did have power. I was the queen of my castle. But I can see how that could have killed me. That could have landed me there. That could have landed me here. Remember, the enemy is not your friend, especially if you carry a light, if you are anointed and you don't even realize that you're anointed. Remember, the enemy is seeking to see. He's the enemy, that's his job. He likes, who can I destroy here? And then you are lulling, you are sleeping. You don't see that the enemy sees that you carry power. You carry power. That's why when I'm going through anything, back in the day in my life, if life's challenges and storms, and I had quite a hectic life, if I had those things come across my life, I would be very quickly to distract those things by maybe joling and going out there and whatever. Now, when I go through anything, any pain, any anxiety, any depression, I put it all to the feet of God. And God heals me. But you have to meet God halfway. You have to trust God with everything that you go through. I have testimony after testimony after testimony of how God has been faithful in my life. So, good people, I don't say every day do what I'm doing. I'm doing it because God has been good in my life. That's what I'm doing. That's why I've decided to spend this quiet time with God. Now, instead of hearing what the preacher is going to tell you about the book of Luke, you've read it yourself. You understand what I'm saying? I've been saved for many, 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 many years, and I don't know why. The enemy would keep me away from the Bible all the time. I know the stories. I know, so if I hear a sermon preached, I will okay, I know. But the depth of the Bible, I know why the enemy was keeping me away from it. It's because he knows that I'm tapping into my calling. There's so many things, so many revelations in the Bible